everyone, Steffi here, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is actually going to be a makeup tutorial, and this is going to be a makeup tutorial with a twist. So basically I've received some new products for review recently, and also I've bought some new products. But what I decided to do is, rather than come up with a pre-planned makeup look that I want to create, I thought I'll just kind of grab a lot of different products and just kind of come up with a makeup look as we go along. My aim is to be more of a day-to-day look, so an everyday look with a twist, but we're gonna go for whatever comes our way. So I kind of just prepared everything next to me, and we're just gonna go with the flow. So if you want to know how to get the look that I'm going to be creating, or the look that you see on the thumbnail, just keep on watching. So starting off with the foundation and primer, this has already been applied to my skin because I've just reviewed two new products from Max Factor. These will be on my channel already, so I'll leave a link down below. So the first thing I actually did and put on my skin was the Smooth Miracle Primer by Max Factor. This is a really nice new primer to Max Factor, so you can see, if you want to know more about that, do click on the review down below. And I've also got the revamped Miracle Touch Skin Smoothing Foundation on my skin at the moment, and mine's in the shade 75. I really do like this foundation. I've always loved it. It's got a lovely luminescent kind of feel to it, and even if you can see, especially when I'm turning my head, you can see like those little spears of shimmer, illuminizing particles as well on the skin. So that's that. But really, I actually am going to set that with powder. So before that, I'm going to put some concealer on. So I'm just going to grab my concealer, which is somewhere around here. If I can find it. Yes, it's here. So the concealer I'm going to be using is the new MAC Studio Fix Perfecting Stick, and this is an NC15. I've been using this for quite a while, and I actually do like it. It's very nice to use as an everyday kind of concealer. The only thing I probably will say I kind of hate is the fact that it is a little bit thicker than I would probably go for. But you can probably use the different type. There are different shades and the darker shades. The darker shades I definitely think you can use for bronzing and contouring, definitely. So I'm just going to do my normal routine. Like that. I look like I'm going to a carnival, I know. But this is just the way I do my concealer. For some reason though, I think with the concealer sticks, I do feel like it starts blending into your skin before you actually have time to blend it out with a beauty blending sponge. So what I tend to do is I try and go as quick as possible and just literally blend this into my skin. You might be asking, would you repurchase this again? If I'm honest, I'll probably say no. I do prefer more of a liquid. But I do like the Max Factor pan sticks. So this is, I would say the consistency is very similar to the pan sticks by Max Factor, but I do prefer the pan sticks from Max Factor because I feel like they're better. I wouldn't say better quality, I just feel like the consistency is better because they don't start sinking into your skin like these MAC ones do. But that's just my honest opinion about them. I can't really say I love everything of MAC because I'd be lying. So it's kind of normal to have something that you're not 100% like interested in, or you're not 100% like approve of MAC, because some people just say that they like everything of MAC, and I honestly can't really say that. So that's all blended in. So that's just giving me a really nice bright area under my eyes, forehead, nose and chin. So that's that. It does brighten up my under eyes, but considering it's NC15, I would personally want it lighter than this. I don't know, it's just probably personal preference. So that's that. And then I'm going to set this with my MAC Prep and Prime Translucing Powder, my favourite, and I've just been loving it recently. I did neglect it when I first bought it because it has the worst ever, like, what's it called, that thing, when you take photographs, I just can't, my head's totally blank at the moment. The flashback. This has the worst flashback ever. I thought it didn't, and everyone said, no, it doesn't have any flashback when you take photos at night with flash. it does. You end up with look like a ghost. Like I've got pictures where I've got like I had baked this under my eyes, my chin, and my forehead right here, and I look like a ghost. I was like, oh, I'm not doing that again. So I don't recommend baking with this. That's just my opinion. So I'm just gonna set everything. You guys are wondering what the majority of my brushes I use. These are the Nancy brush sets, and these ones are in the pearlescent white, if I'm not mistaken. I've had these for quite a while actually, and they're so nice. So, powder and setting has been done. Next is eyebrows. I always tend to do my eyebrows before I do anything else. And this is a new product from MAC as well. And this is the Brow Sculpt Brow Pencil in Fling. Now, this has the product on one side. This is fairly new to MAC. I'm going to try and like show you guys what it looks like. So, it's basically like a triangular form. And then you have the spoolie on the other side. I've never used this spoolie, to be honest with you. But that's what it looks like there. I tend to just use my normal spoolie from MAC, and this looks like the 264. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what I just tend to do is just kind of just brush through them. I think I do need a little plucking to do, but I'll probably do that after I film this video. Because for some reason I do prefer to pluck my eyebrows after I do my makeup, so after I do my eyebrows. It might be weird, I don't know. Who knows? So I just tend to fill this in with this first, and then I tend to go over it with actual brow gel. So the eyebrow pencil is done, and then next I tend to use a pomade, a brow pomade on my eyebrows after. I've been using the Inglot number 12 from Inglot, but that has actually finished. And before that, I used to use the Fluid Line in Dip Down by MAC, which was basically what I tend to use again. I'm using this again, but I'm doing it more in a lighter hand. Because for some reason, looking back at my photos, it used to be really, really dark. And I'm like, not again. And since I've gotten used to having light eyebrows, I've just been kind of just doing it lightly and just kind of doing more of an outline. And just keeping them more natural and not too harsh. So I just really go with a light hand. And I just really just go over the shape that I would have done with the pencil. Like that. So I'm just going to do the other one very quickly. Eyebrows are done. Now remember, obviously, eyebrows are sisters, not twins. You can never get them the same. I can clearly see that this one is slightly thicker in the beginning than this one. I just give up on that. But let's just continue on. Now, the first thing I like to do is the face, and then I go in with my eyes. That's just something I've always done, but before that I'm actually going to use a primer for my eyelids, and I've got a new product from Flormar, which is the Eye Perfection Primer, and this one is the number 4 Bright Illuminator. Now this is really, really nice. I've been using this for a couple of I wouldn't say 2 weeks, but I would say a week and a half maybe, and I've just been using it just for the sake of it. And like, even if I don't have any like eyeshadow, I'll just kind of put this on my lids, and it mattifies my eyes before I put like eyeliner on and stuff, and it doesn't transfer because I do have very oily lids. So I just tend to just put a little bit of this before I used, because every day I just don't really do a lot of makeup. Every day I just kind of just do an eyeliner and mascara. So what I've been doing is a little bit of this and then doing my eyeliner and mascara, and it's just been keeping my eyeliner at bay without it kind of transferring, especially with the heat. So that's that. So that's going to be setting for a while, and we're going to go in with our usual brush, bronzer, contouring stuff like that. Guys, so these you need no introduction for these. You guys know I love my Inglot contouring. I swear to God by them, and you can tell I've just hit pan again on the 505, guys. This is probably my second one I've hit pan, and I've hit pan on the 507, and this is the 509, and this one is the 502, I think. This is just a highlighting one, but I tend to use 1, 2, and a little bit of this, but I think today I'm just going to keep it between the 505 and the 507. So these are my favorite go-to brushes. My favorite go-to bronzer contouring powders. These are the HD Sculpt by Inglot. They're very, very nice, and they're very, very, I would say they are pigmented, but they're very blendable as well. They're just so nice. And since they came out, I've just been obsessed. I personally don't think I've ever switched them up since I've had them. Before I was obsessed with the NARS Laguna, which was my all-time favorite, and I remember I actually tried using NARS Laguna like a week ago just to change it up, and I thought, let me see if I still like it. And I have to admit, I did put some of the Inglot 507 on top of it because I just couldn't not use my HD sculpting powders from Inglot. They're just so nice. So what I tend to do first is with the 505, I just add a bit of shadow, and then I go in with my 507, which is now, and just buff it in and just add some more definition. I just don't know why I love it so much, even though apparently now you're not supposed to do that much. It's all about the glowy skin, but really I just like my contouring. So I just always add a little bit on my temples and on my nose, and anything left just kind of goes down to my neck. Like so. Literally done within 5 seconds. So we can close this one up and be put somewhere where I can put it. Next is a blush. Now this new store opened here in Malta, which is called Mina, but it's pronounced Mina, but it's written but looks like a 3 Ina. So the M is actually turned upside down, if that makes sense. And this one is the number 101, and it's a really lovely coral shade, and it's got gold reflex in. So I'm going to use this as well. I have been using this for a while, so I can actually give you a mini review on this. Very, very pigmented, so you don't need a lot, and always kind of take off the excess because it is pigmented. But I just really love the shade. Like so. So that's done as well. And then for highlighter, I don't think we need any introduction for the highlighter, because you guys know I love my highlighter to bits, and it's the Gerard Cosmetics Grace. This is a star powder by Gerard Cosmetics. I love the packaging, as you all know. I've been, you know, the funny thing is with this, but without blaring you, there's the GC logo, but I'm always trying to kind of dip it from the side because I really don't want to ruin the logo, but the G on the side has actually been gone because I always go for this side. I have this thing of just tapping it on this side and kind of just going, woo, highlight. Give me that highlight, guys. I remember there was this time I was actually in the passenger seat with Ryan, and I just couldn't believe how nice my highlight was. I was like, look at my highlight through the rear the mirror, the actual like passenger mirror. Like, ooh, look how nice my mirror. I think I drove him crazy. He was like, what do I care about highlight? I'm like, look how nice my highlight is. Look how shiny it is. And he was like, okay. First world girl problems. I do really like this. It always looks so nice. It's always like glistens. So you can tell this is my Holy Grail highlighter, and this is in the grey. So if you haven't got this already, definitely worth checking out. So that's that, and now we can go on to the eyes. For eyes, I picked out this, which is by Flormar, and this is their color palette eyeshadow in number 8, Dance of Sepia. And I'm sure I actually added something else to one that I wanted to use. Oh yeah, here it is. So I wanted to use this, which is a really lovely range of this colours. Is what the palette looks like, and this one is just got a range of colours. You've got a cream colour, two kind of cooler, these are all kind of cool toned in my opinion. You've got pinks, and then you've got like the greys and the like a really nice dark black. But I also wanted to add this product with it as well, which is by Flormar again, and this is actually a blush product, and this is the terracotta blush on number 44 in pink bronze. Now I hope this camera does it justice, because it's just such a gorgeous shade of pinks, golden colors, and like a bronzy cranberry kind of color, but light cranberry bronze. And I really wanted to use that on my eyelids. I have done this before, so I really wanted to kind of recreate that look somehow. So what I'm actually going to do is add a base color first, which is what I'm going to do first. Let me just grab everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is add this shade, which is the first cream shade, all over my lids. So if I grab, this is the Inglot 27p, which is just a big fat eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to pat that all over my eyelids. Pigmentation wise, this palette is, I would say, 40% pigmented. It's not that pigmented. Like the best pigmented eyeshadows that I've ever tried are the Inglot ones. Definitely recommend those. But you know, it's for the palette that it is. It's really nice. It's got a really nice colour scheme. So you know, gotta go. And then I'm going to actually use this. So I'm actually going to use a blending brush. I'm just going to use my normal 224 by MAC. So I'm just going to swirl this around, pack some colour on, just start really working this into the eye. So I like to just really start on the crease and just start adding colour. And since it's got loads of different shades, we all blend it together. And with anything that's left on your brush, I just kind of just add it all the way inwards. So we're going to have a really nice kind of pink cranberry shade. Now taking a pencil brush, I'm actually going to go for the darker shade in this palette. I'm just going to grab some of the black, and I'm just going to work that in the outer crease just to kind of add more definition and just to go slightly darker. So I'm just going to pat that. And then I'm going to just blend that in. So, blending brush. And away we go. Definitely have to say that they're not really pigmented, these eyeshadows. So I was expecting a bit more pigment, to be honest. And saying that's a dark, it's not the darkest black I've seen, but I would say it's more of a grey. So these aren't the pigmented kind of products, unless you really kind of work them in. Now I don't really like having very dark eyes underneath, so what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take the silver kind of colour, which is this one here. I'm just going to use the pencil brush again and kind of just use that underneath my eyes. Now if you can hear someone moaning, that's actually my cat who's being annoying and moaning outside my door for some reason. Funny enough, I tend to do my mascara first, then my eyeliner. So what I'm going to do is actually curl my lashes first. like so, and I'm going to use a new mascara as well. Again, this is by MAC, and this is the Hot and Naughty Lash, and this is in Hot and Naughty Black. Now apparently this is the blackest black that they have. I do really like it. The only downfall is it's a pain in the butt to take off, but it gives you amazing thick lashes. So next is eyeliner, and this is what I tend to do after my mascara. And this is the gel eyeliner from Flormar, and it is in the gel black. And it comes like this. It's really cute. I've been using this for a while and I really do like it. So basically what it is it has the brush on the top, which is so cute, and then you kind of twist it and you've got your product inside. Now I really do like this. I think it's very handy for those on the go, or if you like me and you tend to go to your boyfriends a lot, or you travel a lot or anything like that. It's handy because you don't have to always carry an eyeliner brush that always gets messy in your makeup bag. So what I tend to do is just grab a little bit of this and do my eyeliner. Now I'm not one of those big dramatic eyeliner people. I just kind of go with the, you know, basics. I think I used to do a really big eyeliner way back when. I don't know what happened there. I just kind of stick to natural. Now, final touches on the eyes. I love using this product. This is by Inglot, and it's their Sparkling Dust. This is in number 2, and it's heaven on earth, literally. It is sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. It's literally sparkle dust. So what I tend to do is just grab a little bit on my, just on the lid, and I grab, basically what I do is I grab, and just I'm not going to be able to do this with one hand. It's literally like the most difficult thing ever. And I just tend to put just in the middle there. It's in the tear duct, and it's just so sparkly. My phone's going off again. Oh. And what I tend to do is, I really like doing this. I just grab a little bit more and just kind of do it all over my eyelid, and it just really comes really nice. So basically, as I was saying, I just literally grab a little bit of the sparkle dust and just kind of go over the whole lid just to give it shimmer. I do really like a little bit of shimmer on my eyelids, and then what I tend to do, because it has actually gone onto my eyeliner, is just kind of go over that with the eyeliner again, just to mattify that part of where I kind of went over with the sparkle dust. So I'm just going to do that very quickly. I'll be back shortly. So I've actually even added some star powder by Gerard Cosmetics on my eyebrow, the brow bone, just to give it a little bit more highlight. And now we're going into the lips, and I'm using 2 new products again. Obviously this is all about new products, guys, and the first one is actually by the Mino brand, and this is the lip pencil, and this is in the shade 405. You've got, which is really nice about these, is you've got a lip brush on one side and you've got the actual lipstick on the other. So I thought of going for more of a nudie lip, or just a bit more of a colour lip. So I'm just going to line my lips with this and then go in with the lipstick. And the lipstick that I'm going to be using is a new one from Gerard Cosmetics. It's from the new 5 colours from the Hydra Matte, and it's called Madison Avenue, and it's a lovely peachy nude shade. So that's the look. Okay guys, so that's the end of the tutorial, the long chatty tutorial. Thumbs up if you like this, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to check my down down below for any links or anything that you want to try yourself. All the list of all the products will be down below as well on my blog, which I'll actually have a blog post in conjunction with this video, so make sure you go check out stefypuglisevich.com if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys later. Bye everyone!